Welcome to Happy Today podcast. This is a podcast for those who want to improve service experience of internal services. If you use ServiceNow or other enterprise service management system, then this is for you. Welcome to episode 6 of Happy Today podcast. Today, I think it's our favorite topic. It's IT support profiles. And this is something that is actually pretty unique to the product that we are offering. But I think the main concept is really generic and is something that you can learn from, even though you wouldn't be our customer. So what we do with every IT ticket is that once per year, we ask from the employees 2 questions. If you're having an IT support issue, how do you act? Are you going to help yourself or, just fix it yourself? Or will you try to seek support, try to find a colleague or call the support or whatever it might be? But also, how confident are you with the IT devices, the IT services that you are using? And based on these 2 questions, we actually have 4 different profiles. The profiles are doer, prioritizer, trier, and supported. So maybe Sami, you can start telling us a little bit more about each of the profiles. How do they react and what kind of things they value?
Yeah, or I would just add one thing, that in the beginning in the company, we interviewed 500 people, one-to-one and group interviews to really find what people love and hate. And these profiles were done by a psychologist in those interviews or after those interviews. So it is not me as an engineer that came up with that. This is how we divide people. These really are based on different kind of behavior models, and this method is quite used also in consumer world. So even you don't know if you enter any shop, might really be that they are doing this profiling for you about you in the shop. But let's go through these one by one, and I will go through them in the order of volume. So how many people there are in certain profile. And I will start from the biggest one and also from the most critical one, and that is the doer. So this person is always technical. They typically help others in the organization as well. So they are kind of an extension to your organization, IT organization. So many of the other profiles are asking them before they contact you. But there is now 55% of all end users who answer our survey are from this profile.
Yeah, that's good.
And again, really technical profile and has tried to solve the problem. So they have Googled. And if they call you, they hate if you ask them, did you put your computer? Of course, they have done that. And they are giving feedback. I think we have both read this quite several times, that don't talk to me like a baby.
Yeah.
So they really want to use technical terms. And even how they start a phone call is that, do you know anything about SharePoint?
Yeah, they try to actually vet the services person, that are you actually capable of serving me?
Yeah, so they are critical. And that is because their own skills. Also, I have to say that this profile is getting bigger and bigger all the time. I think that is about the millennials and young people entering enterprises. So they have better IT skills in the beginning, and they are very used to use YouTube or whatever channel to find the resolution.
Yeah, and I guess these are the guys that if you think about self-services like automated password reset, these are the guys who will kind of value that. And also having administration rights to your own laptop is things that they will
still think about and dream about that.
Yeah. What about the next one? So
the other technical profile is prioritizer. So I think that term kind of already tells you the main core of this profile. So this is a technical person, but is not going to use their own time for solving problems. They think that it's your task, please just fix it and help me.
Or maybe they are startup people like you and me. So actually we have so many things on our hand that please have the moment and let's then discuss about this. Now I have so many other things that I'm involved with. So I think I was thinking one day that I think I'm nowadays a prioritizer. I probably was a doer when I was working in a big organization. So
I think in many cases these are directors and project managers and people who really optimize their time very, very hard. But it's kind of, in a way, this is a really easy profile to serve, because the only thing they appreciate is speed of service.
True.
So they are not expecting you to do more than just get the things done.
Yeah, and I think some channels like on-site support, where they can just walk in and now help me, or chat or telephone is probably something that they enjoy, because when they send an email or they use the self-service portal, they never know when you're going to get back to me. Yeah. With chat, phone, and on-site, it's kind of like now we are solving the issue. Yeah. All right.
The case.
Then we have these non-technical profiles.
Sorry, mother, but I typically use my mother as an example of support it. We'll just start the phone call by saying, sorry, I'm so stupid with IT, please help me. So the most satisfied profile of all. Now there is about 14% of this in our benchmark, but they are kind of thinking that it's their fault anyway. So you have to talk them through the issues and solve them, help them do it, but they are not really expecting you to teach them. Yeah. They don't have that interest.
Yeah, and it's probably like you were mentioning with doers that don't ask, have you rebooted your machine? With this one is that, okay, let's first power off your computer. Like they might not know what reboot means.
Yeah. So, but this profile is typically not so stressful. But the smallest profile, which is trier, is maybe the hardest profile of all to really recognize and to really work with. These guys and girls, they are using technical terms, even though they don't understand them. They want to be doers later on, so they want to learn. But they will sometimes do things even with the risk. So it might be they broke things even worse. But they typically also use channels like email and portal, and that is because they don't want you to understand they don't understand.
Yeah. So like not having the interaction right in the moment when you suddenly ask something, and then because using an email, for example, they have time to think about their answer.
Yeah, and they can go home.
Or even ask from their son or another doer actually. So I think something we learned is that every trier has a doer next to him at the office.
Yeah, they do, and somebody who knows that they want to be better, but they are not yet. So somebody they trust. So triers are really, and I said already, doers are the extension of your IT support services. So if you get doers, be happy, they will help you with the others automatically.
Yeah.
So I think many organizations, services are thinking when we start to talk about end user experience, you're thinking that we are not maybe good at serving those untechnical people, but that seems not to be the case typically. It is the doers that you should be concentrating on more if you have to choose.
Yeah.
So to have talented, skillful agents in the first line to be able to meet the demands of these doers.
Yeah.
Because if you are able to do that, then they are supporting you and helping the others to use your services as well.
And I think one question that you often get, because we have a benchmark, we have the happiness score. Sometimes new customers asking that, hey, can we have this industry benchmark? And I think what the profiles do is that it's more like, it doesn't matter which industry your employees are working on. It really matters the culture, what type of employees you have. So I think the profiles are a really good way of showing that this is actually what you should be doing. Because I know we have companies with almost the same industry, but they have totally different profile distributions. So they wouldn't learn from each other's benchmark.
And I would say the industry is the third biggest influencer here.
Yeah.
There is where the employees are from, so the country.
True.
So depending on which country you are from, you are rating services in a different way because of the culture. Then it's about this, how skillful people, IT skills is it has a bigger influence here on how you rate services and how you think about them than do you try to do it yourself or not?
Yeah.
That's the second one. Yeah. And after that, this the industry thing.
All right, but that was our IT support profiles. And if you want to learn more, we actually have a free ebook that you can download from our website. So if you go to the happiness score page, there's this link that download the ebook on the profiles.
Yeah.
So then you can read. So everything you saw on the video, you heard on the podcast, you can actually download the whole material and read it yourself. So I think we encourage you also to use it, even though you wouldn't be having our product in use.
Yeah, and also try this talk about these profiles with your agents. And that's always lovely thing to do, because those guys, they know these people exist and they can start to name exactly certain people to these roles. immediately. So this is just kind of giving them a language of a thing they already knew.
Yeah.
And now they can start to kind of react and work with these profiles a bit differently.
Yeah. All right. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Next time, I think we'll find something else to talk about. Please go and check on the blog Happy Today, and you'll see what is coming up in the future. Thank you, guys.
Thanks.